welcome back to the channel. Guys, we are here with the one and the only Caleb's car. If you watch his channel, Foxcast, this is his car that he, Dover, and the rest of us kind of had a hand in building. It is a 92 LX. It started its life as a 5-liter 5-speed car and has progressed into what it is now. And it is a Coyote swap with a built Tremec 3650 built by Hanlon Motorsports. It's got a lot of goodies under the hood, so we're going to pop the hood and show you what's going on. Watch Foxcast and the build of this car. Go back, check out Foxcast. He's got the complete build of this car on his channel. You can see it periodically on my channel, but the complete build is sitting on his channel. JOT cold air intake, JOT oil separator. It's a truck motor with GT intake cams in it. Currently, right now, I'll let Caleb tell you a little bit about it. Right now, it's setting, what tune is it setting on?
It has NMRA Coyote stock driver Carlos Sobrino's Gen 1 control pack. So it has an NMRA Coyote stock tune in it, which is pretty conservative. I think it locks out at like 23 degrees of timing or something insane. So not much. It's very conservative, tune-wise. But Cook's long tube, 1 3/4 stainless headers, Cook's X-pipe 3-inch. 3-inch Dynamax race bullets, 3-inch turn downs because I've got a panhard bar and I'm not getting rid of my 3-inch exhaust. Full Maximum Motorsport suspension, front to rear coilovers, K-member, whole 9 yards, fully built rear end. It's only the body and the interior are the original 92, and the paint, as you can clearly see, is original.
All right, guys, so we're going to take this thing down the road, and man,
it's been a while since you drove a Fox.
It's actually the first time I've ever driven a Coyote manual Fox.
Well, this is the only one we built. Well, Mr. Hankey.
Well, I take that back. I did drive Mr. Hankey.
Yeah.
But
it was never really right, so to speak.
And yes, guys, I can drive a manual car. I can tell I'm in a Fox again. There's something about them, they're just raw in your face. It's first gear spin. That's second gear spin. Let's see if third gear does anything. Well, there we go.
It was trying to break loose.
It was.
It's just like cringe every time I hit a bump.
Guys, the tires are rubbing a little bit. You know, I got a roller.
Now we got one. Company.
We got one?
Yeah, they sent us a brand new.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's freaking awesome. The thing that bothers me about the car now is it's so unpredictable with so much more power.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really, like I played with it some, but getting into it, you know, I still don't know how it's going to behave, and so, you know, I'm treating it, you know, with as much respect as possible.
Well, you know, that just comes into play with, you know, we're on up in our age, both of us, and we started out with, you know, back in the day with Foxbodies, 200 horsepower.
Yeah.
And now we're playing with 400-600 horsepower, so we have learned to respect the power and kind of adjust to it over time. That's like my car. Everybody asks me why I run around with radios all the time. I was like, well, if I want to get on and play on it, I've got to. Street tires, yeah, I've had some funny experiences with street tires on that car.
No lie, the other day I was doing almost 60 miles an hour, did a 3-4 shift. I was like, all right, well, I want to crank it back, see how this transmission shifts, and it got sideways at that speed. And granted, it was cold, but I was like, good God, it's time to definitely need. It's gonna have to be driven on drag radials constantly.
Yeah. If you start down lower RPM, it does.
If you roll into it,
yeah. It's very responsive.
If you try to like downshift it, it just
oh yeah,
instant sideways. It's not a supercharger, Yodi, but she does all right.
No, it does great. I could imagine this thing with a supercharger on it.
Oh God. $29.95 is what she's sitting at currently.
Yeah, and I'm 37. That's without you in it?
Yeah.
Without me in it. Now, how much gas is that?
It's about a quarter tank.
Okay, so about a quarter tank, I'm sitting at 3780. Race wheels, 3780 with a quarter tank gas. So you're quite a bit lighter. 800 pounds?
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Of course, being a Fox, it just feels.
Yeah, it's got that raw feeling. Remember back in the day, you know, I was riding around with a 200 horsepower, probably 230 wheel horsepower, and I thought that thing was fast. You know, I was young, you know, I thought that thing was fast. Oh yeah, power shifting, having a blast on the street.
Downshift, trying to make it get sideways, not trying to avoid getting sideways. We've come a little ways in our
yes,
range.
yes we have. We gotta get some drag rails on it. I want to feel it in all its glory.
I have not yet got to really feel how it holds.
Yeah, that's
a few times but I've never really got to run it out the back door and see what it can actually do.
that's like my car. When I first put the supercharger on, I had it on street wheels, and I could play around with it. But the first time I took it to the track with drag radials and hooked and left, man, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And then we tuned it and actually really woke it up. And then now every time I'm at the drag strip, it's a smile on my face. This thing is gonna pull the wheels at the track.
Wow, man. Gotta get torque box reinforcements
Yeah.
in it at some point.
Does it ever hook?
That's what I'm saying. It just does stupid stuff all the time. I mean, it's fun like for showing off and like scaring the passengers. But when you just want to like really feel how strong it is, man, it's frustrating because it does not get a bite.
So you rode around with it a little while with the slicks on it. How did it feel then?
It blew them off too. It like it would try to wrinkle them and then blow them off.
Yeah.
And of course it had the bias ply front runners on it too. So I didn't want to really go crazy with it. But it did pretty dang good with that too. With the slicks on the back. If I had been able to get them hot, yeah.
The car is a blast, guys. It is so much fun to drive. It's so fun to be back in a manual car. I mean, I love automatics with the track and everything, but you know, as far as connecting with the car and driving the car and having a blast, you cannot beat a manual car. That felt really good. I was able to walk it into the power without shocking everything, and it does very well.
It's got such a nice curve. Matched with a lighter car, it's just like, it's almost a perfect power.
Yeah. Gotta get this thing on the track soon, man. Got to. very respectable times.
Got a long way to go there.
Once you get a few runs under your belt and you learn the car, we need to put them beside each other, just to see where we stand with each other. You know, I've always found it interesting. These cars can run so well naturally aspirated with being a lot lighter. This has seriously got me thinking about, you know what?
What?
Now, I'd love to. I want a manual car again, and
I'm telling you, I know you would die to have this car.
oh yeah, I would love to have this car beside put this car beside my car. Wow, it'd be that.
Well, I know,
beautiful.
like, I know how you are too, and I know this car was just like,
Yeah.
and then it's just cruising around. It's so freaking brash and rowdy, being as loud as it is, and people just like, you drive by a construction site, and they're like climbing all over themselves trying to see what it is, because it doesn't sound like anything anybody's really ever heard.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, that's not a small block Ford, but it's definitely not an LS either.
No. The LS guys, you know, nothing wrong, guys. If that's your cup of tea, that's what you want to do to a Mustang, Foxbody, put an LS in it. But in my opinion, the Coyote is the way to go in a Foxbody, without a shadow of a doubt. And I know a lot of you pushrod fans, like, guys, I'm a huge pushrod fan. So I know a lot of you pushrod fans are kind of going, you know, why not a pushrod? Why not a built pushrod? Well, guys, it's fairly simple. You're not going to have a pushrod motor putting out this kind of horsepower naturally aspirated that has the drivability this car has. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This car can get 20 plus miles a gallon on the interstate, can cruise around the parking lot like it's nothing, and take it to the drag strip and bang out some awesome times, and flat out have a blast in it. I just had to, guys. Just had to. Yeah. Dude, it's a blast. All right, guys, so there you have it. I drove for the first time a manual Coyote Fox, and let me tell you, it is nothing short of impressive. My only complaint is I didn't have tire to hook and actually feel what the car can do, but I can tell you by the way it pulls, even when it's spinning, this car is going to be quick. And I'm very highly interested to see what this thing will run at the drag strip with a set of slicks back there, and you know, 6,000 clutch dump. 7,000, you the man. 7,000 clutch dump. We're gonna tote the wheels. I will be there when he does it, guys, so you will get video from that. And like I said, guys, this car is absolutely amazing. If you're looking for something, you want a Foxbody and you're looking for something to go quick in, but you want to do it, have reliability, drivability, and dare I say even fuel mileage.
Yep.
I mean, you know, guys, we don't care, us hot rodders, we don't really care about miles per gallon, but hey, when you can have the power at your hands and have fuel mileage, it's the best of both worlds. If you're on a Foxbody and you're on the edge, should you do a Coyote swap or should you not? My vote is yes, all day long. If you want to see more of this car and what's to come in the future, of course, it will be on my channel several times. But if you want to see in-depth of the build, go check out Foxcast. He's got the full build on his channel. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.